You know how they say there's a soft side to every tough image? Well, that's definitely true with some of the biggest names in hip-hop. Ready for this? We're diving into the news that's got everybody talking. Eminem, the real Slim Shady, is gonna be a grandpa.
What's really got everyone's attention is how it's all playing out. We're getting this glimpse of Eminem, the family man, that we don't usually see. It's really genuine and kind of unexpected. The internet is going wild.
For sure. I was checking out those articles you sent over about Eminem's daughter, Hailie Jade, and her pregnancy, and let me tell you, the way he decided to announce it, pure Slim Shady, but with a heart.
Totally unconventional. Instead of a press release or, a tweet, he drops it in his music video for temporary. It's pretty awesome how artists are using their platforms these days.
So personal, right? The whole video is like a trip down memory lane, all these moments from Hailie's life. I bet even the biggest cynic would get a little choked up.
And then it just gets taken to a whole other level of heartwarming. You see Hailie, and she surprises him with a Detroit Lions jersey. But get this, it says Grandpa on the back. And then she hands him a sonogram picture. Talk about a reveal.
Okay, chills. Seriously, you can practically feel the emotion through the screen.
It's real. It's raw. We never really see this vulnerable side of Eminem. But right there, in that moment, you see it. It's powerful stuff, especially when you think about the lyrics of Temporary. Legacy, moving on, time. He's dealing with it all.
It's true. It's like the song takes on a whole new meaning. I mean, we know his music has always been personal, but this is different. He's never talked about family so directly.
Yeah, and the fans are feeling it too. One comment I saw basically said that if you'd told someone 20 years ago that Eminem would be announcing he's going to be a grandpa in a heartfelt music video, they'd laugh.
Yeah.
It shows how much he, and I guess how we see him, have changed.
Totally. From this controversial figure to, I don't know, America's dad, almost. And hey, it wasn't just Eminem's big news to share. Hailie had her own way of announcing things, am I right?
Oh, yeah. Not long after that music video dropped, she went on Instagram with a bunch of pictures. Her and Evan, her husband, sonograms, the works, and the caption. Simple and sweet. Mom and Dad est. 2025 est.
Love it. So tell me about Hailie and Evan. It seems like they've got a pretty down-to-earth thing going on, all things considered.
They met back at Michigan State University, so not exactly your typical celeb love story. Been together since, 2016? Got married last year, and now they're starting a family. It's a journey.
From college sweethearts to parents. So cool. And, it's got to be said, Hailie's really carved out her own path, even with, being Eminem's daughter.
It's amazing to see. She's got her social media. She's got just a little shady, her podcast. Pretty clever name, if you ask me. And she actually talks about their relationship sometimes on the podcast.
She owns it. That's great. Doesn't shy away from the family thing, but doesn't let it define her either. So you've got Eminem, the grandpa-to-be, and Hailie, about to be a mom. Huge moment for their family.
It really is, and it makes you wonder
what this is all going to be like for the grandkids, right? I mean, their grandpa is Eminem. Talk about a family legacy.
Can you imagine those family reunions? But hold on, there's more to the story. This whole grandpa thing. Not entirely new territory for Eminem. He's got 2 other daughters, too. Adds another layer to it all.
Oh, right. Elena and Stevie, what do they think about all this?
Well, they like to keep things pretty low-key, more so than Hailie. But it's got to be exciting for them, too. This actually brings up something pretty interesting about how Eminem's grown as an artist. Remember Mockingbird? That song, man, it gets you right in the feels. All about his dogs.
Oh, for sure. You can feel the emotion in every word. A totally different side of him, not the one you usually see.
Exactly. Mockingbird wasn't just a hit. It was real. A dad. Battling his own stuff, trying to protect his kids. Now, all these years later, he's about to be a grandfather. It's got to change your perspective,
It does make you listen to his music differently, huh? Wonder what kind of grandpa he'll be. Could we be heading for, a Grandpa's Flow era?
Okay, maybe not Grandpa's Flow. But seriously, becoming a grandpa changes you. There's this awareness of your legacy, wanting to share your wisdom and all that. Don't be surprised if you start hearing those themes in his music.
I am here for that. Can you imagine a song about watching your grandkids grow up, finding their own way?
Pretty powerful stuff, right? It's a universal thing about family. Even someone like Eminem, who made a career out of breaking the mold, ends up embracing it.
It's like he's come full circle. Angry young guy rapping about his struggles to this artist, this dad, and now a grandpa. We were talking earlier about how artists are using their platforms differently. Think this is part of that. Celebrities being more open, more real.
Good question. It's complicated, right? We're in this world where everybody shares everything. all the time. But people also want authenticity. They're tired of the fake stuff.
So maybe it's not about oversharing, it's about sharing what matters, letting people in, showing that human side.
Exactly. And when it's someone like Eminem, who's known for keeping things private, when he shares something this personal, it means something.
Nobody is vulnerable like him, that's for sure. He's never held back in his music, that's for sure, but this is different. This whole new chapter, you know.
It really is. Makes you think, even the icons, the people we think we know, they go through the same things we do. Love, family, wanting to leave something behind. We all get it.
The man behind the music. And that man is about to be somebody's grandpa. Kind of blows your mind.
This whole thing, it makes me think about how we see people, you know. We put them in these boxes based on what we see if they show us. And then sometimes we get a peek behind the curtain.
All the time. Good reminder that there's always more to the story. And with Eminem right now, we're seeing a dad about to be a grandpa, taking it all in.
And who knows what he'll do with it, what he'll write about, what he'll teach his grandkids. Exciting time to be an Eminem fan.
You got that right. This has been pretty insightful, I gotta say. An artist changing the importance of family and how even the toughest guys melt a little when you add grandpa to the picture.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So what do you all think out there? What kind of grandpa will Eminem be? Will we hear it in his music? Let us know. This is The Deep Dive, signing off.